Alright everyone, so this video is to walk you guys through your first essay assignment. First thing I want you to do is make sure you open and then save that document because you're going to need to reference it over the next few weeks. But basically your prompt is very simple. You guys have been learning about argumentation, and what you're going to do is create an argument. You can pick the topic that you like. You are going to need to pick a specific position on the topic related to an issue. So if you want to talk about something political, that's fine. If you want to talk about something controversial, that's fine. But please be aware that it needs to still be politically correct, and you need to use tact and state your case using evidence rather than opinion. So you can choose a position on an issue of your choosing. I am going to have to approve it though. So if you don't take a specific position on an issue, if you say I just want to talk about, I don't know, if you say I want to talk about democracy, that's not an issue that we can really create a distinct and focused argument about. So you'll need to narrow it more than that. So essentially this essay is going to be 4 to 5 pages in length. It's due on Sunday, February 19th by midnight as usual. The essay, when we say 4 pages minimum, that means 4 pages down to the very bottom of the page. So that's what a minimum is. If you do anything shorter than that, I will have to take off points for length. Mla formatting is required. So 12 point Times New Roman font, 1-inch margins all around, etc., etc., etc. That also means that you must have a title, and it must be double spaced, and it needs to have a header in the top left corner and page numbers in the top right. So everything's going to be checked through Turnitin, and then generally you need to have the basic parts of an essay, intro, body, conclusion, and then you also need to have a concrete thesis or claim in your introduction. So this is where you're going to say something to the effect of X should be allowed or X shouldn't be allowed because of X, Y, and Z, and those are going to be your reasons. So you need to have at least 3 reasons with evidence to support your claim. And here you don't have necessarily research to back it up. You are more than welcome to use sources if you'd like. But when I say evidence in this case, what you need to do is provide logical reasoning. That's going to be your evidence primarily for this case. You also need to have 2 to 3 opposing views with refutations. So you are going to basically take an idea and you're going to look at what the other side might say about it, and then you're going to refute it like we've been talking about. There's going to be an outline required, so to help you, you can look at the outline examples on eCollege. And essentially, when you submit this, it's going to be one comprehensive Word document, and it's going to require a few different things. So one is it's going to require a letter of introduction, which is a Garden City requirement. So you're going to create a letter that explains to your viewer, which is me, what you're writing about and why you think it's important. It's going to be short. It doesn't need to be longer than a page. You can single or double space, just essentially giving me an overview of what you're writing about, why you picked it, and why you think it's a successful argument. The outline has to be completed by Sunday, February 5th. That's on your assignments. You'll go through it in the different weeks. Make sure you save a copy of it after you submit it to me to submit in your essay packet. Peer reviews are going to be another part of this. So your peer reviews will have a little bit of different deadlines than the usual Sunday night at midnight. So I want to make sure that's very, very clear. When you do a peer review on this essay, you need to submit the rough draft, and there will be a place for you to do this. Make sure that's submitted by Sunday, February 12th at midnight. And then you have 3 days to turn around and do the partner peer reviews, and those will be due by Wednesday, February 15th. Also, those links will close after that time period, so make sure you get them done because they are part of your grade. A self-edit guide needs to be completed as well. It's very short. You simply check off and say yes, no, or maybe write a very short sentence. And then lastly, your essay. This needs to be your final product, your final draft. And then all of this is going to be submitted together. So there's some example documents here to help you. There's a letter of introduction example. So it's just a basic outline of what a letter of introduction might look like. And we're doing this not just because I want to understand what you're writing about. But we're also doing it because it's really good for you guys to start practicing a type of intro or a type of sort of email introduction for potential jobs, because job hunting requires, you know, good communication skills, and this is a really key element that you really need to make sure you practice a lot. So that's why we're doing this. So basically, you're going to say to whomever, to dear, you know, me, you're going to say, this is the topic I'm choosing, and here's why. You're going to tell me the parts that you think are most successful, and you're going to tell me the parts that you're a little bit concerned about. And then lastly, you're going to tell me, why do you feel that the whole argument is successful? What did you do to earn a high grade, essentially? Again, this letter does not have to look exactly like mine. It's just an example for you. So fill in the information that you feel is important. An example outline also is right here. The outline is really simple. As you can see, you just have a topic and a claim, your reasons, and the opposing positions, and a conclusion. It's very easy to fill in as you work through writing your essay. You will also need to have a self-edit guide. This is the self-edit guide. It's very simple as well. Did you use MLA? Did you have the right page links? Do you have the right structure? And then at the bottom, we also have some checks, some grammar for you. So make sure you're not doing any of these things. And it should help you get an even higher grade on your essay. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. Otherwise, I want you guys to go ahead and move on to the next thing so you can get started moving towards writing your essay.